Hope you have a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here in Avalon. And let's see what the cards will say for the upcoming week. What I heard in my meditation was clearing. All the old is cleared out. Everything what came up from the past is cleared out. And it's time to make a new start for yourself. So it could be with Virgo going retrograde, going direct. New love will come in. You know, it doesn't matter for who it is. It could be that you will meet your twin flame. It could be that the love will get stronger in your relationship. So, yeah, ship. Yeah, oh my gosh. They started kidding me already. Spirit was with me and making fun with me all night already. That's the second night. And they're very uplifted and fun at the moment. So I have really good nights. I have really good nights. So let's see what is going on for the Divine Masculine in the mind space. What is going on for the Divine Masculine in the mind space? Oh my gosh. The union of the heart. The union of the heart. And it has to do with heart connection. Making a connection from the heart. So the lovers and union is on the mind of the Divine Masculine. So that is really something where I saw that the Divine Masculine in the past had that also in, I think, last week with earth and matter in spirit and matter in union. And now they have the twin flame cards together. So that means, you know, that the unity will be there. You know, it could be that the love is so intense and so big. And I also hear it just took one glance. It just took one glance. And there was probably an eye-to-eye contact. You know, if I go to the communication between, oh my gosh, and then the card of this on top of it is sacred union. That's, wow, it's yeah. Okay, so it could be that those energies, communication isn't what it needs to be. The communication doesn't flow. It's only flowing when they're on the same level, and that is from that heart connection. And when there's that heart connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, then union is possible. And that's what I also do in my twin flame readings and in my twin flame coaching sessions. That's within, I had it in Bratislava in 20 minutes. I could create a union. 20 minutes. And there was just a little bit of conversation, and the rest was all energetic work. So that was really, really interesting what happened there. So we don't need that much of communication, because the heart knows. The heart knows exactly where it wants to go. And that is something the Divine Masculine needs to learn. Because the Divine Masculine is logic, is knowledge, is talk, it's, you know, and if he wants to have that, that communication with his Divine Feminine, then he needs to listen. I hear listen, and that's Beyonce, I think. I know the song Listen, but I would suggest to play that song, watch the lyrics and see if the message is there for you. Okay? So what's for the Divine Masculine in the heart space? For the people that are not yet in union, but that that is meeting their twin flame, I hear eye contact. And that eye contact is the contact that was like, wow, they knew that they could, you know, connect with each other, because it felt safe. It felt really comfortable. So that's what the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and that's specific for someone out there. There probably is that twin flame connection is being made. Okay? What's in the heart space? The heart space is the dolphin energy. Playful, jumping in, you know, his heart jumped up. That's what I felt when he saw her. And for other people that are in union, there must be more energy of being playful, of being happy, of joy, of creation. Wow. Yeah, if that's not there, you know, it's not able to prosper. It needs to be fun and light-hearted. That's what I hear, light-hearted. And when it's light-hearted, everything can flow. If you have to leave that fear behind, you know. Sometimes you meet someone and you really, really like someone, then fear drops in. But that's all in the mind, because you started to create already something in your mind, and you just have to let it go and see what happens, and not making any expectations out of it, and just have a normal conversation. Otherwise it will be, you know, tense. And the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and vice versa, they will feel that tense energy. And you probably also will feel that tense energy with someone. If it's not in flow, if it doesn't resonate, then that energy comes in and makes you tense, like, oh my gosh, there is something that is not right. Then you also know that your intuition already says, this is not the right person, this is not your twin flame. It could be a karmic, or it could be someone that has ulterior motives, you know, for you. So what does the how does the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine? Or no, the other way around. How does the Divine Masculine sees the Divine Feminine? How does the Divine Masculine see the relationship with the Divine Feminine? One card, please. Thank you. As an indigo child, he sees her as spiritual, shining star, very, very in tune with her feelings, very in tune with other people, be able to help other people, and it's really amazing. He sees her as this indigo child, so it's an energy that is vibrant, is star energy. It's shining, but also grounded. That's what I hear. He sees also that she's grounded. So, you know, there is this energy that he thinks, okay, you're an empath, you are in this amazing energy, and I think it's really attracting me. You have those eyes that stare through everything, and when those eyes met, you know, or when those eyes meet, you know, everything starts to shift in his environment. Now I'm also talking about a masculine that is probably single for a very long time, and that has to do with not enough time for romantic meetings or dates, because there is too much work to do. He's working a lot. It's very rare that he meets a woman outside of his work because of that energy that is needed for himself to maintain himself, to keep himself standing and grounded for his work. Okay? So let's see for the Divine Feminine. What's in the mind space for the Divine Feminine? Hi Conchita, how are you? I'm looking forward to see you end of the month. Okay. Rising to Palladian frequencies. That's in the Divine Feminine's mind space. You know, don't stay in that 3D mind space, but go to higher vibration. And that's what she's doing. She is saying, no, I don't want to interfere with those. Oh my gosh, somebody's talking about me. I get an itchy ear. Yeah, the rising of the frequencies, and that is has to do with getting out of the 3D and everything what is happening in this world. You need to know all these what's going on in the world. But then you need to raise your vibration, go beyond that frequency, and be in your own bubble, in your own cocoon. Because in the three-dimensional realm, it isn't possible to manifest that quick. So that's why you know, and when you're in a lower frequency, then I would say like the last weeks, you know, was pretty intense, was pretty but also excited. It's exciting because you knew that when that intense time is over, you know, that you get pushed forward and that everything is cleared. The only thing you don't know is for how long it will last, how long it will take before everything starts to move forward. So yeah, and then there is that energy of trust in the divine, that they will help you through it, that they help you through those phases. Okay, so what's in the divine feminine's heart space? What's in the divine feminine's heart space? Wow, exactly what I already channeled. The phoenix rising from the ashes up in the flames and spreading your wings, because the Palladian frequencies are only the frequencies that can transform. So when you go to a higher frequency, you transform automatically your energy and shift. And sometimes you need some extra help with it, you know, or you need a reading, or you need to reach out to a friend to ask for guidance from your guides, and they will, most of the time they give you the answer that you need to hear. Okay, so, and it's all, sometimes it's also possible, what I experience a lot after going to Europe, that I'm purging a lot for all the people and all the energies that I've been taken on. And that also means that I was for too long time in a dense energy that is denser than my own frequency. So then you're taking it on, and then you need another place like Avalon, for instance, for me, to purge that energy, to be able to catch up with the higher frequencies again. So it's very important to meditate in that, when you're going through this stuff and old stuff is coming up and it needs to be transformed. Okay, and it's collective. It's not just for one person, or if you are in the 3D, it's probably a little bit harder than when you're in those Palladian frequencies. Let's say it like that. It's not a judgment about the 3D, because when I step out of Glastonbury, I'm also in a third dimensional realm, you know, and that's the whole thing. So then the best thing that you can do is connect with nature and get your hands in the earth and ask Mother Earth, ask the earth, you know, what to do when it's in your hands. So how does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine? One card, please. Thank you. Well, I just channeled it. Essences and energies. So be aware of the energies around you. Be aware of the frequencies you're operating in. Be aware of the people you're hanging out with. It's so important, and very important for me also, because when I go to back to Glastonbury, end of the month, I'm going to the north to do some grid work with some friends and with Conchita. Then you need to prepare yourself and prepare your energy. So that means if there are people with a lower frequency, don't interfere. Get yourself in your own space and hold yourself in that space, so so you can be ready to do the work, what's really necessary. You know, and that's the most important thing we need to do, you know, to do the work. And sometimes the goddess will send you to do that work. You know, you get, you know, they say, okay, you need to do work. And maybe if you work with a group or with other people, they also get the urge and the drive to do that work. Okay. It also is something for the divine masculine, because he's also very sensitive, that he's aware of the energies he's hanging out with. Because with one person he can be perfectly fine, and with the other person he doesn't feel good, you know. And it can be also vice versa. If a higher frequency comes in his space, and he is grounded and more in the third dimension. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going to close the door because I hear so many voices. Yeah, and it's distracting me. So then he can feel very uncomfortable with that energy because he's not used to that frequency. Okay, but know that we all purge, we all let go, we all have that energy that will shift up and down, and also the planets having influence, like the moon has the influence on the ocean. All the astrology planets, you know, all the planets up there have an influence on our body. So it's not just only the moon we have an influence of, but also the other planets. So as some people say, oh, that's just nuts, right? But it isn't nuts, because why do we feel sometimes these ways? Is because those, if we are the universe, if we carry the energy of the universe, then we are resonating with that energy. Okay, so yeah. And if you need help or you need support for people around you, you know, ask for help and reach out to friends, family that can help you. If they don't understand where you are at, you know, there are so many people like tarot readers like me that can help you to release all this, all that stuff, to release all that energy. Okay. So what will support the divine masculine? What is supporting the divine masculine? I also hear the sensitivity of the divine masculine. What the divine feminine sees is like when whales have frequencies they sending out to call out to their family, you know. And that's also how it works with us. You know, we all have a frequency, we all have a resonance where we can send out energies with our thoughts that calling in our soul family. So that's how you can work with it. So what supports the divine masculine? Whoa. Will teachings, to learn from the ancestors, to learn from the whales. And I just told you about the whale frequencies, right? To learn from your soul family, to learn from your family, to spread that energy around. And that's really beautiful. So, you know, I would say go to the Lemurian ancestors. The Lemurian ancestors are on that higher frequency, and they have the knowledge. And when you connect with that frequency, they will give you the information that you need to know. They will give you that the answers that you need to know. And when you connect with the water is emotion. So if there is something in your field that is not that is emotional, you know, go to the water, cleanse yourself, and jump into the ocean, you know, to cleanse. And that's the best thing you can do, you know, because the ocean is salty water, it clears you out, you know, it gives you right away another energy into your body. You feel that when the water is really, really cold, you also feel that your body starts to shift and to react on that, and starts to come alive again. Because sometimes your body needs that water, needs a kind of a different environment to be changed. Yeah? And oh my gosh. And I think that's what's the best thing to do. You know, your body starts to radiate and to tingle, and you feel alive again. So that's what I suggest, what the divine masculine, that what will support him. The ocean, you know, water, clearing, cleansing, you know, and a new surrounding that also will shift his frequency and his energy. Okay? How does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine in the relationship? How does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine in union, in the relationship? Thank you. Yeah. How else? The Syrian emissionary. She is a Blu-ray, has connection with the Galactic Federation, has connection with Sirius, is in tune with all the planets, is in tune with higher energies, and she brings this into the relationship, and that's how he sees that with her. If that relationship comes together, if they're coming into union, they will do the work together. They will shift those frequencies, they will change those frequencies, and it will, you know, shift the whole relationship. Now they every time when I say relationship, it's wrong. They say it's union. It's not a ship. You know, it's a relationship, relation into a ship. And you all know probably what the ship means, right? So that's why they probably called it in the third dimensional realm a relationship. I have to speak about sacred union. That's what they say. So when that sacred union is there, they are moving on that same frequency, that same level. And things needs to be cleared out for the divine masculine. Yeah. Okay. I hear the divine masculine is taking action. Is taking action on this sacred union. Because he always knew it was sacred. And it could be if you're in separation with your twin flame, if you're in separation with your twin flame, and for instance, he left for another relationship, you know, or another woman or another man, or, you know, he needed this time and he needed this space. It's always normal that there is that separation. And I hear he learned his lessons over there, so now he can come back into that sacred union with the divine feminine. So that's really, really beautiful. Then it's up to the divine feminine to stay in forgiveness. That's what I hear. Be in forgiveness. Because love is unconditional. And if you know that somebody else has, or your counterpart needs to learn his lessons somewhere else, or she needs to learn her lessons somewhere else, then it's possible to reconnect afterwards. But then then this one is coming in. It needs to be in connection. You know, if there's no connection, if there is no heart frequency, it's not possible, because your ego will always start to blame the other person, or drag up old energies from the past that there is hurt. But that just means that you're not healed yet. If past hurts comes up, that comes up to be healed. So you have to do the work for yourself. Okay, so what will support the divine feminine? What supports the divine feminine? I know that there is a new training coming up, and that's the Avalon Ritual Priestess, the 5th dimensional witch. And that means that it's online and in-person training. And there are 2 trainings, one in Amsterdam, in Europe, in Holland, one in Avalon, and there is an online training. So if you're interested in this year training to raise your vibrations, to raise the vibration for the planet, and to work with the ancestors from the Lemurian energies and Atlantic energies and the planetarian energies, then, and you feel the resonation with it, please make contact with me and I will teach you everything you need to know. So we can get rid of the lower frequencies, of the black magic, of the curses, of the spells, but just, you know, empower yourself and get all these energies that they used against you, use it for yourself. So that you know, you don't send it back, you use it for, you grab that energy because it's also an energy, you transform it and you use it for yourself. So I think that's an amazing thing to do and to learn, okay? Because nobody can take away your power, nobody can take away your energy. If you, well, if you want to know, you know, come and do the course, okay? Do the training. I will not reveal all the secrets that that we have here, okay? So well, come on, 1 card. What support? Thank you. What supports the divine feminine? Breathe in the sun. Go to the sunlight. The sun transforms, gives life, gives vitamins, gives you a vadi-voom, gives you a sense, gives you nurturing, gives you warmth, and give you life force. So that is what's supporting the divine feminine. And that's so weird because when I came back in Avalon, it became very warm, and the first thing was on my mind, I need to go to work. But then I thought, you know, I totally shifted, let it go. I'm going to the beach and I'm going to take some sun energy. Okay, so it really supports the divine feminine, the sun, and it's also a masculine energy of action, of moving yourself forward, doing things, and yeah, and moving yourself forward, because I think it's a really good thing to do, because when you take in the sun, it transforms everything in your body. Everything starts to transform. Okay? How does the divine feminine see the divine masculine in this sacred union? How does the divine feminine see the relationship in this sacred union? Manifest. In this sacred union, she can manifest everything. He can manifest as well, because they're supporting each other, because they're on that same level. They can manifest their energy, they can manifest love, they can manifest harmony, they bring each other to a higher frequency, and she will send out her love to the divine masculine, so he can be free within the relationship, within the sacred union. See how long we are programmed for to call it a relationship instead of a sacred union, because it is union, it's sacred. And if you get in this relationship, in this sacred union, it's very important to hold it, hold that sacred cauldron and hold that energy for the both of you. And that's what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine, that she will shine her light on it. She will hold him, sending him that high frequency energy, protecting him, you know, also against everything else from the outside world. So energetically, she is holding space for him, and that's really amazing, because she knows if he is good in his energy, he will manifest and she will manifest on same frequency, and it creates more energy for the both of them. Okay, so that's how the divine feminine sees it, because she also sees that the divine masculine doesn't manifest anymore, because his manifestation is only his work and more work, but there are other things that needs his attention. You know, there are other things that he needs to do with his life than just working. And yeah, it's almost like there is no other life than work. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't love his work, but there needs to be something different, because otherwise he's not able to manifest, because what I feel, his energy gets harvested. When they take all his energy away, you can't create, you know. And that's pretty sad. So that's why the divine feminine comes in, to balancing it out. Okay, so let's see, what is the universe saying about both of them? Synchronicity. They're both in synchronicity. They're both in that energy of synchronizing with each other. You know, they feel each other, they see each other, there is connection with each other, there is fun together. So they're both on the same path, but then I hear different. It could be that he is on a different path than she is, but they have the same work ethic, they have the same they think the same on things outside themselves, you know. It could be that they're both in connection with energies, they know how to work with energies, they're doing the same, but then on a different level, or not on a different level. I see they do the same, but in a different environment. And that's it, in a different environment, but they do the same. You know, I see divine feminine works hard, divine masculine works hard. Divine masculine has her own money, divine feminine has their own money. They don't have to take care of each other, but they want to be with each other. And that's the most beautiful thing that there is for this sacred union. And if you're in separation, it only needs time. It only needs time, divine timing. Don't push it. Don't let the ego go on it. Don't create anything in your mind. Just let it go and see what happens. because the divine, if you need to be together, divine will bring you back together. And there is, when that ego is out of the way, then things will shift. Okay, so let's see what divine, a card for the divine feminine. And then I'm going outside and have a cup of tea. Cosmic diamond for the divine masculine. Oh, wow, how beautiful. Divine feminine sees that he is a diamond, that he is, you know, shining and lighting up his life, and, you know, very positive, very loving, very connected with Mother Earth, very empathic with people around him. So and one for the divine masculine, feminine, I mean, cocoon of light. Rest in perfect love. Understand the oneness. Okay. And for the cosmic diamond, for the divine masculine, spread hope and joy and illuminate the world. It's time for the divine masculine to illuminate the world, to wake the world up with that beautiful diamond light that shines, that radiates outside. And that's what the world needs at the moment. So for the divine feminine, it's rest in perfect love. You know, rest in perfect love. Understand oneness. I also feel with divine masculine that there is too much depression. I don't know for who it is, but outside I see he is joyful, happiness, but on a deeper level he is depressed. And why? And I hear loneliness kicks in. So it's really time for the divine masculine, and it's specific for someone. I don't know if somebody is watching that needs to upgrade his energy and needs to go outside, go to the beach, dive in, shift your energy, cleanse yourself, and do that work for yourself, because you can't stay in that vibration where you are at. Okay, you really need to climb out of it. And if you need help, or if you need a reading or whatever, you know, just connect. Okay, so, and this is so beautiful, these cards. And on top of this deck was watching me, the sacred union. And treasure your sacred union, for it truly is sacred. And that's also, if you have a family and you're with, know that family is sacred. That if you let somebody else coming into that in that environment, divine feminine and divine masculine, then you break a kind of secrecy, you know, because you get a third party in, and sometimes there is a third party coming in to show the divine feminine or the divine masculine that something needs to be changed within that relationship. And if you go into that temptation, you lose that sacred energy. You lose it all. And not only the relationship, you lose everything. And that's if it's just a friendship, you know, then it's okay, because sometimes you have to learn from a friendship what your partner means for you. But if you go overboard, or you go too deep and you get too deep involved in that, then it will destroy your sacred union. And then it's up to the divine masculine or the divine feminine, you know, can I live with this? Can I mend this? Or do I have to close this off and go in separation, do my healing, and need to heal what I need to heal? Okay, so, and what's one card for the divine masculine? And it's exactly what I said. And one card for the divine feminine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Divine masculine. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Well, that's exactly what I said. Let nature, the divine, knows exactly when it's the right time for you to come together. Because if you're not healed, you know, then it will absolutely come up in your relation, in your union. You know, it will absolutely come up in your union. And for the divine feminine, sexual union. Honor the place in the other, where you are one in internal soul. For there you will find the true bliss. So you will find the true bliss in the sexual union. And that's very interesting, because what I see in all of this, the divine feminine is more thinking about a sexual union than the total heart union. Because I hear she knows that through sexual energy, she will create a union. So, yeah, I'm not going there. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's really on the divine feminine's mind. That sexual union that creates that intense moment, that takes, and if I see this, you know, in the perspective of what I channeled about the relationship, or the union, or the third party, or a friendship, divine feminine knows if there is a sexual intercourse with a divine masculine, she has him. And it, you know, it could also be that sexual union is coming up from the past, that needs to be rekindled. So there, I hear two stories now. So it could be that divine feminine is dreaming also about sexual union, you know. Yeah. and honor the place in each other, because you're an eternal soul. You know, the twin flames are the two souls together. So, and what is the universe telling them both? Create your own vision. Do what makes the heart sing. Your art, you are being nudged forward. And that's what I said, you know, when you purge everything and when you release everything, then you get pushed forward. And that's what the universe says. You know, create your vision, create where you want to go, create what you want in this twin flame union. If you want this union to come together, you know, hold vision and know that divine timing, that the universe will bring you together. But if you say with your mind, this will not work, then it doesn't, because you create a block from a lower frequency. So hold that space for yourself, hold that vision. Sometimes you just have to let go because the other person needs to, you know, needs to learn his lesson. Oh, and it's funny because I wanted to say something, and yeah, universe says no, don't say it. And then I'm struggling here because my heart knows sometimes divine masculine needs more time. So for this reading is done. Wish you all the best. Have an amazing week. Listen to the song from Beyonce, because there is a message in for you. And if you want your own private reading, you know, connect with me and I can give you a reading. All the blessings, all the love, and see you next time. Bye-bye.